as a final section, for now at least, I wanted to show what this now looks like from a student's point of view again. So now we've given some marks back, some assessment feedback and that kind of stuff, and how they can view that and respond to that and so on. Okay, so I've jumped back into students' eye view of this, and you'll notice first of all, or if you haven't, it's worth pointing out that we've now got a few little notifications appearing down here saying something's happened, something's worth looking at. So activity, really useful if you can get that working well, but that basically says here are some specific things that are kind of aimed and important for you. So there's something going on there, but we've also got some assessments that come back. You can tell that from the little red dot, and then something else in this kind of more options. So you can see there's a chat message has appeared in there as well. But if we jump into that activity first, you can see that we've got some sort of assessments being returned here for us to look at, and you can just go straight to those by clicking through that, which is one reason why this kind of activity feed is really useful. If it can be used well, you can jump straight to wherever it might be. If you need to go into the longer route, we go into assessments, and the student will then pick the class that they have some work back from. Now there's nothing assigned, nothing to do at the moment, but there is some completed work. So if we go into general knowledge, that was the quiz section of this. You can see I've given a little bit of feedback for this, and then we've got the overall points score that they've got for that quiz. Now, what you can also do, if there's more in-depth feedback to be given, or that you have given, they can go into the work itself. So once you've handed it back to them, if they click on the quiz itself, they'll get to see it again, and you might get some specific question by question feedback if that is suitable. And if you've set up specific question by question feedback to kind of be given if they get the wrong answer sort of automatically, like we looked at when you were making forms, that's where that will appear as well. So it's definitely worth showing students that they can look at that for a bit more depth in terms of what they got right, what they got wrong, rather than just relying upon that kind of summary, if you like. Anyway, if we then go back into those assignments, the one with a bit more depth to it here was this sort of more traditional assessment. So no sort of generic feedback, or not generic feedback, but feedback given overall to this one. But what we did do is we gave some suggestions, we gave comments in here and so on, particularly comments on the document itself. So for instance, you can see here that we've got comments appearing there, and we can click on those and view those there. What we also did is added a suggestion in, and you can see it's added that there, and it's told the person looking at it that this is just being inserted into here and is just really a suggestion at this point. What they can do now is, just like they might do with a spelling mistake, they can right click on it and they can either accept that or they can reject it. So if they said, actually, you know what, I don't like that, they could just reject it or take it out. Or if they think, yep, that's great, that changes, works really well, then they could just accept it, and it just becomes permanent, normal kind of text as they would have written now.